The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good.
I do not know how you have found your dealings with the Dalish.
Whatever my frustrations with them, it was a privilege to be able to help our people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganan was a reminder of simpler times.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
Like the terrible trickster Fen-Harel who sealed away the gods.
There was truth to their stories. My rebellion had indeed disrupted the lives of those who had been comfortable. And when I created the Veil, I destroyed an empire. Their judgments were fair, if clouded. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen-Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And every mage knows that what we see in the Fade might not be literally true.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganan, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
You and Elganan were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him. But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganan was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
The way the two of you argued, it didn't feel like enemies. It felt like family.
How so?
Family knows you better than anyone, and that can be good or bad.
I had not thought of it that way. But yes, we had centuries to stoke the fires of our hatred. I saw his rise to tyranny coming, and could not stop it. And he saw me disrupt his plans for dominion time and time again.
All right. I can see how you and Elganan would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elganan's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganan out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
I appreciate you saying that. Couldn't have been easy.
The only thing worse than being wrong is realizing it, but being afraid to change. Elganan's pride is no greater than mine, but he denies any failure on his part, and I at least try to acknowledge my mistakes. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
What about the Inquisitor? Does he not count as a friend?
He does. One of several I grew fond of despite myself when I was with the Inquisition. There was also Cole, a spirit of compassion I helped adapt to our world. He was the only one who knew who I really was. I miss him a great deal. Josephine, the Inquisition's ambassador, was a bastion of kindness and decency in a world that looked down on elves and apostates. Even Cassandra Pendergast of the Order of the Seekers. She was what a believer should be. Faithful, practical, committed to serving, not ruling. I suppose I did bond with the Inquisition after all, as you have with your team.
Thank you for sharing that. So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganan and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganan's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganan's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elganan's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens, and it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Okay. We always knew this was going to be hard, right? And yeah, maybe it's a little harder now. More than a little. But either we stop this, or all of Thedas falls. So we see it through. All the way. Because no one else is going to.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
I can think of a few options, but I'm open to suggestions.
Wardens have run dry. Nothing new is moving in the deep roads.
And the Veil Jumpers couldn't find any trace of Elgranon or his archdemon.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And several storehouses worth of food, what little we had left. It's enough to feed the Antam Navy for 3 months. Or all of Treviso for 6 weeks.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail. That said, the Venatori aren't up to anything good in Minrathous.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything he's been doing in the south, we owe him an update.
I'll let him know.
Today could have gone better, but it could have gone much worse. We fought off the Venatori and rescued the Dalish. That's a win by any standard. Rest up. And be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
Hey, I got word from my mother. She wants to talk.
Have you talked with her since?
Nope, not since I told her I was non-binary. But her note said she wanted to talk about that tablet we found, the old Kunari one. Of course that's what she wants to talk about. We can go whenever you're good.
I'll let you know. Mana, hello. I assume Vorgoth's not far.
We have her, Rook. We have her. We know exactly what she's planning.
The professor asked us to research the artifact that came into the possession of Johanna Hezenkos.
She carries a gloaming lantern.
That bad as it sounds?
They were fashioned in ages past by unscrupulous necromancers. The lanterns steal and concentrate life.
Johanna could use it to leech life from hundreds at a time. An endless source of power.
A lantern that sucks the life out of people.
Their very souls. But we know where Johanna will be.
She has returned to Blackthorn Manor.
Hezenkos intends to hold a soiree.
That can't be her whole plan.
No, but I propose a small group infiltrate Johanna's lair while she's distracted and destroy her lantern.
Let's do it.
Vorgoth and I must return to the necropolis.
Hunt well.
If only we could make Johanna see reason.
You tried before. She seems stubborn.
Perhaps that's why she attained immortality, while I quake on the threshold. If I make my own bid for lichdom. Oh, it's no use pretending this hasn't stirred up that old dread of my own mortality.
You could also be having a normal reaction to facing danger every other day.
No, it shouldn't be this crushing, this prevalent. No. Johanna was never beset by these sort of fears.
Little fear's healthy. You'll feel better once we crash her lair and destroy that lantern. Promise.
Not good. Not even a little bit. Rook, we have to go. We might already be too late.
Slow down. What's happening?
The artifact. Remember how I told you that I'd know if they started another ritual? They did, and it's big. Really, really big. Arlathan big, maybe.
You sure?
Completely. Nothing else explains that resonance.
Okay. So how do we stop that from happening?
I don't know. Hope the ritual's just started? We might be able to stop it if they haven't gotten very far.
And if they've had the chance?
These rituals need an anchor with a physical body, so not a spirit or whatever Anaris is, which means Syrian. And there's only one way to free an anchor.
Then let's not waste any time.
The blight overflows. The crossroads suffers. Rook, please.
Rook, I've compiled the last reports from an informant. You remember our talk with Rana? She had a lead on Alia's location. A place called Sanctum Lucican.
A lost to Winter Temple, right? Does this mean you found it?
I'm pretty damn sure.
Of course you found it. And you were worried.
A bit early for the past tense.
So, where is this place?
The Mirathas Catacombs, an underground temple to the god of night. It was sealed off and forgotten under a derelict building outside the Thread Market. I've had an eye on the catacombs. Alias haunted them before, but they span the city, endless twists, hidden passages. It's too much to sweep alone. Thanks to Rana's information, I was able to drop the right hints, ask the right questions. Now we've got a sanctum.
Are you ready?
Rook, I don't know. We'll find out. Ducktown's on edge. People are missing. The Threads are putting up a fight against Alia's followers, but they can't last forever. Alia's a powerful blood mage now. If I let her finish the ritual, no more chances.
So, what's our next move?
Meet at the Swan, put the last pieces in place after that. We'll see.
Rook, Efka and Antoine sent word. A warden's arrived at Lavendel with news. He might have a lead on Isaiah.
Then we've got to get to Lavendel.
Agreed. Thanks.
Hey, what's shaping?
No one says, what's shaping anymore?
I thought it was a dwarf thing.
Yeah, if you lived in Orzammar 20 years ago.
Wow, just trying to be nice, and what do I get? Sass.
Aw, well, I appreciate it. And I'm doing okay. I think I just need some time to think and sort things out.
You can talk to your friends about it. I hear that helps.
It's already helping. You checking on me, I mean. I still remember every moment of it. Suffocating under the weight of the Titan's pain. I couldn't see a way past it. And all I wanted was for the rest of the world to suffer too. And then everyone was there. And that's when I knew we'd be okay. That I'd be okay.
I know you would have done the same for me.
You helped me remember who I was. Not some Titan, but just Lace Harding. And yes, if you ever need me like I needed you, I will be there. That is my promise to you. You know, I think about Solus sometimes. He's been trapped by his mistakes for eons. When you're blinded by sorrow and pain, you need someone to help you past it. But he's too proud for that. He believes he's alone, even when he doesn't have to be.
He'll never ask for help, but that doesn't mean we can't offer it anyway. Do you think he can be helped?
The Inquisitor and Solus were friends. I know he wants his friend back. He's reached out. All Solus has to do is take the offered hand, the simplest thing, and yet... no one's beyond help, Rook. No one. I have to believe it. Or none of this matters.
Your mother learned something new about the tablet?
Haven't talked to her since the big fight at dinner. Hey, we're here. Mother? Tama? Get Isabella.
It might not be hers.
You think I don't know what my mother's blood smells like? Get Isabella. Tell her to find Cutter. Tama.
No sign of your mother. Cutter's gone too.
He was here. I caught his scent. He took her.
We'll find her, Tosh.
Why did he go after my mother?
There were letters from the Dragon King in his room about your mother and about the tablet.
Since when does the Dragon King want the tablet? He's been after Tosh.
The tablet's about Tash, about fire breathers. It's why Shathan's desperate to decode it. In exchange for the tablet and Shathan, the Dragon King will turn Cutter into a fire breather, like you.
That's Vashadan!
Is it actually possible to make Kunari into fire breathers?
No, that's not how it works.
I thought we didn't know how it works.
Doesn't matter if it's true. Cutter believed it enough to take Shathan.
Isabella, you knew the tablet was about fire breathers.
Shathan told me.
And you didn't tell us because...
Wasn't mine to tell. Shathan wanted to tell Tash herself.
Isabella, what do you know about the Dragon King?
I know a thing or two about the Antam, but I've never met one like him. He certainly loves dragons.
We know. His Antam were the ones who've been blighting them for the gods.
I mean, he wants to be one. He drinks their blood and everything. Makes sense that he's interested in our Tash.
Sounds like it's time to pay a visit to the Dragon King.
We found a map in Cutter's room. He's holed up in a dormant volcano to the north. It's full of old mining tunnels. Getting inside might be a challenge.
We'll handle it.
We'll all handle it. Cutter betrayed us. When you go in, the Lords will have your backs.
Thanks. Let's go.
All right, Tosh, we're here. What's the plan?
We find someplace Cutter and my mother were. I can track them from there.
You sure you don't want to head straight for the mine? Isabella said the Dragon King was there.
We find my mother first. She might be somewhere else. I'll kill Cutter and the Dragon King once she's safe.
That boat over there. Could be Cutter's.
Maybe. Let's look. She was here. So was Cutter.
You can track them by their scent.
Scent, tracks, whatever it takes. Cutter's not getting away.
On Tom.
Is this a regular patrol, or are they...
You're not a Dari. Your priest isn't going to Dragon King's hospitality.
She's not my priest. She's my mother.
Ready for... Look out! More on Tom! We know the Dragon King definitely has her at least.
Not for long. Hey, take a look over there. She was here.
I think they went through here, but they locked the door behind them.
I'll make us a path. Good. Come on.
You okay, Tosh?
I'm fine.
You come to die. Hey, we're on their trail. You're dead! We're getting closer.
We don't have time for this. Hang on, this thing's gonna burn.
Is that an actual Gatlock cannon? Why wouldn't they have used it during the fight?
Must have hit him before they could get it ready.
Ready for follow-up.
look over there.
Cutter. Bastard.
That looks ominous.
Shark's Mouth Mountain. Looks even worse with lava pouring out of it. That's where he is. The Dragon King.
Those are some pretty big bones.
Things grow big at Ravine.
For gold and glory!
Look at that. Barely a scratch. We came the short way. Any sign of Shathan?
No. The trail led here.
Then she's inside their base. It'll be full of Antam.
Not for long.
Main path's destroyed. You'll have to climb. I know how to rile the Antam. We'll make some noise and draw them off you. Good luck, Tash.
We will put it right.
Ever been near this area, Tosh?
No. Isabella told us it was bad luck to go near the mountain. Old Ravani superstitions. Said we might awaken the fire. No wonder the Antam took it over. Who's hiding? Come and fight!
Cutter must have given them information.
It doesn't matter. Come on.
Couldn't the Dragon King have just used these fortifications for his lair?
Boss fortifications? No. He might send his Antam in here to hang banners and crap. But these aren't fancy enough for him to live in. They don't make him look powerful. One may still follow the Cune while climbing. Know your body. Know the slope. Know your next handhold. Always telling me how to do everything.
We're gonna get her back.
There's still stuff I gotta tell her.
Stop! Make step for the Dragon King. Boss!
Ready for a follow-up? Ready for follow-up.
There's our way in.
Right. Let's go find your mum.
And then throw that stupid tablet into this volcano and never talk about it again.
Quite the view.
That's why he made it his lair. Dragon King! You want me? Come and get me!
So much for the element of surprise.
He knew we were here.
Dragon King, I'm guessing?
Sounds like. Lock cannons! Watch out! We don't want to be where they're aiming. Cannon fire! Get clear! Move! They're firing!
Stop firing.
Who cares? They're dead. Come on.
really something.
Watch your step.
No guardrails.
Safety is for the weak.
I've heard the Canary called a lot of things, but never weak.
I knew you'd come running. Kill them all! When this is over, I'll be a fire breather.
You'll be a corpse.
Stop them, you idiot! You think I'm afraid of you? You're not better than me!
Ready for follow.
All right, cut us down.
Cutter is Vashadon. The only enemy who matters is the Dragon King. Still a stupid name. Dragons don't have kings, they have queens.
So let's tell him that, right to his face.
I can't burn through the gate.
Let's look around for a way to open it.
There's more coming!
The gate's down.
Good. Come on.
Once the Kunari was strong, we carried the blood of dragon. But the priesthood feared our strength. They stole our fire. They told us to enter our rage. But we have turned our backs. And here, with blood and fire, we will reclaim our strength.
I'd give real gold if it'd shut up.
These must have belonged to the Grey Wardens.
Grey Wardens study the Blight. This must have been where the Antom learned to blight the dragons. Bastards.
of our birthright!
You are lying. Tama.
Tosh, wait!
Today, we claim our true strength by right of fire!
Tama!
Avatosh, little dragon. I am Atashok, the Dragon King! I am pleased that you followed our fate.
Tosh.
You're like me.
I am nothing like you. I embrace our birthright. You hide from it. You belong to the Amtam. You should have been ours. Instead, the priest stole you away.
Leave her out of this. You wanted me, you got me.
Yes, the one you call Cutter insisted you would follow our lead.
Oh, did he? How helpful of him.
Cutter's dead.
There, the rage, the passion that burns inside an Adari's heart. Your mother could not quench it entirely.
What do you want?
I want your fire, little dragon. I want your blood. My Antam have grown strong with the blessings of Gillenay. And with your lifeblood, Gillenay can create an army of Adari for me. Our fire will burn this land pure.
You let us go. You let Shathan go. Right now, and you get to live.
You think threats will save your life?
I'd save yours.
The Antam could have made you strong, but your mother hid you away, made you hide the fire. What did she tell you? Shakrato Ebra! You struggle against yourself, little dragon. You do not deserve this. It contains a message from our ancestors. The full words can be revealed by a dragon's fire. With this, we will prove we were meant to rule this world!
You are wrong, Atashok. Chakra Toebra is not an order to struggle against what you are. It is a reminder that through struggle you find what you are. And you have never done so. Evatash has. They are stronger than you will ever be. Rook, you will keep them safe.
Chakra Toebra.
Tama!
Tosh! Move! We've only got one way forward.
Tama. He dies.
We're with you.